Extraire.
Do you want to add a keyboard and a mouse overlay onto your stream? I guess the answer is yes, because you did click on this video. So I'm gonna show you how to set it up. It's super simple, super easy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The tool is very simple and it takes you just a few seconds to install and run, and then you just set it up as an overlay into your OBS. So all you have to do is go to this GitHub website right over here. It will be linked down in the description below. All you have to do is click on this no board rewrite 1.3.0 zip file. So just click on it, it will download it. Once you download it, all you have to do is just unzip it and run the program. So here we have the zip file that we downloaded right now. All you have to do is, like I said, extract or unzip whatever you have. You just unzip it, and then you will see the program itself over here, the .e file that we downloaded right now. All you have to do is, like I said, extract or unzip whatever you have. You just unzip it, and then you will see the program itself over here, the .exe file. You just run it, and then once you run it, you will get this weird blue, window over here. Now all you have to do is right click, load keyboard. And it will load up the keyboards right here. So now you go into the category and you choose whichever keyboard you want, but the best one for us would be this Joao 7YT. So click on that and then you will see this thing appear on the side.
أنا صممت.
If you want to choose a nice one that everybody seems to use, it's this clean black, clean white one. You can change your mouse if you really want to. You need to find a specific mouse file. It's a bit complicated, but if you want me to make a video about that, I can. And then you click on close and then you will see the green screen over here. So it shows us like Razer mouse and your keyboard. So if I press WASD, it will show it on the screen. That's it. Now all we have to do is import that into our OBS and we have our overlay set up. So in OBS, you go into the sources, you right click, you add, and then you add a window.
Add Windows capture.
You go into the sources, you right click, you add, and
Source, clic droit.
then you add a window capture. Once you add the window capture, you can name it whatever you want, like an overlay or something. You
Windows capture. Capture watch. Juste au-dessus de groupe.
Now, in my latest video of my attempt on a glitch hobby, I think you guys saw the knockboard, and you saw others use it as well. Today in this video, I'm showing you how to get this knockboard, or what you see on YouTube and other hobby players and other people who show their mouse and keyboard also have for your thing. Issue this update, and to extract it, it will be like this. And you need to extract it, which is the latest update, and you can download it. I already have it downloaded, and you need to extract it, of course. Once you extract it, it will
Żeby pomiędzy.
will be like this. Alright, open the application, and it will be different from mine. I'll show you how it looks like. I'm not really sure how it looks like when you are new in the application, but I don't really know how it looks like for you guys. So if you want to change to how others look like, first of all, you need to right click on an empty space, literally on this white one, and under sources, press on the plus button and go window capture. Alright, under sources, press on the plus.
Wait, come to Piżmy. Gdzie powinno skończyć?
Button and go window capture. Alright, and set it to knockboard. Alright, now once you have it, alright, simple. Under sources, press on the plus button and go window capture. Alright, and set it to knockboard. Alright, now once you have it, it look like this, and now you can just scale it around and put it wherever you want on your screen. And now the most important part is to get rid of the green part behind your knockboard. You click on filters, the most important part is to get rid of the green part behind your knockboard. You click on filters. Now in my latest video, pop out, and once you get to knockboard, alright, you can put it wherever you want on your screen. And now the most important part is to get rid of the green part behind your knockboard. You click on filters. Beside properties, press on effects filters, the plus button, and chroma key. Okay, and that's basically it. Don't edit these property effects filters, the plus button, and chroma key. Okay, and that's basically. Side properties, press an effects filter, the plus button, and chroma key. Okay, and that's basically it. Don't edit these properties because it's kind of useless, honestly. It already said. Decide properties, press an effects filter, the plus button, and chroma key.
Mais putain. comment ça y est là? C'est bon, les vacances c'est fini.
Oh my. Oh my.
Is 8K polling actually worth the price? For almost 2 months now, I've been using the Razer Viper View 3 Pro. And the reason why I decided to go with this mouse was because of the 8K polling. But did I experience anything crazy going from 1K to 8K polling? Well, the thing is, the issue with testing out high polling rate was the fact that I used 800 DPI. Now that number really doesn't matter, but the main problem with this is that less data that's being sent to my PC means that I'm not really utilizing the high polling rate. Optimum has a great video on why. And here's the thing, I went and upped my sensitivity to 1600 and divided my in-game sense in all my games, and honestly, I did see less stuttering whenever I moved my mouse.
Okay, this is a very important.
Using a higher polling rate may actually be worse for some people, and this is
What we're noticing with some 8K mice, and what was bugging me is on 8K.
ندوز الفورفيات وين باي انوي ونستافد من لمح ديال مواقع التواصل.
Hey guys! In today's video, I'm going to compare what I think are two of the best devices to play Geometry Dash right now. A seal device and an 8000 Hz keyboard. I don't like to talk about unnecessary things in videos, so let's get straight to the point. First, I'm going to show you my desk so you can see how I have it organized, okay? Here I have the mouse and its mat, which I've moved aside so I can have today's two candidates free. Well, first of all, here we have the CO device, okay? A mini USB keyboard with a USB Type-C cable, mini keys, and a wheel to control multimedia. Okay, and on the other hand, we have the 8000 Hz keyboard. There are many models, but for this video, I'm specifically going to be using the Corsair K70 keyboard, a Tenulous TKL model. which means it doesn't have a numeric keypad. I think that's essential. And we'll also be using a 360Hz monitor, which I'll enable FPS to check, and it should show 360 FPS. Okay, we have 360 Hz. Well, I basically have no excuse because I'm going to be playing with what I think are the maximum components, the maximum power you can play with, that is, everything at 8000 Hz and a 360 Hz screen. Well, let the video begin. Well, my friends, here we are with the gameplay in the background. Since I don't have a tripod, I'll be showing the two keyboards like this, okay? Here's the device seal and here is the other 8000 Hz keyboard. So, well, let's start making comparisons, and I also want to clarify that, at the end of the video, I will give my most sincere opinion and, above all, I want to address a topic that I find interesting, which is whether it is really worth spending money on buying one of these expensive keyboards, because 8000 Hz keyboards are high-end keyboards that cost money and most people cannot afford them. In this video, I basically want to inform you about whether or not it is really worth buying a keyboard of this style. This is a comparison that I have honestly wanted to do for quite some time. In fact, I have wondered about it my entire life. I have been playing on CO device for a while, okay, and very recently, just a few days ago, I bought the keyboard and well, I am already playing on it and the truth is that it is incredible. I have to use it, it is incredible. And since I bought the device seal, a keyboard that also had 8000 Hz, I always wondered how much difference there would be between this and a normal professional 8000 Hz keyboard, a full keyboard. So, for this first test, we're going to, for example, play on Bloody Bee, okay? I'm going to start by playing with the device seal first, and then I'm going to play with the Corsair, and I'm going to give you my impressions, the differences that I'm going to notice. Let's get started, okay? I'm going to start playing with the device seal, okay? So, okay, let's get started. It's also true that the device seal can vary a little in terms of calibration. Okay, well, I'm going to start with a fairly general level, which is Bloody Bee. And well, the truth is that the device seal is very good. It has an incredibly consistent click, you have to admit. It's a keyboard that sounds quite loud when you press it, on the straight flying. The CO this with the 8000 Hz keyboard. Let's see if I really notice the difference. Okay, here we take the keyboard, the click. You see that it is, I mean, it's beautiful, it's really beautiful. In my case, it's not a keyboard that can be calibrated as such, it's not like you can live with it, it's just that you can choose at what point in the key travel you want the click to be activated, but nevertheless, as I'm saying, the consistency is also incredibly good. Here we're doing like a very general test of one level, but then we're going to get into specific levels with each of the vehicles, okay? and test it out really well. Okay, very good. This keyboard is also really good. Okay, fine. I think I tried a few more times, okay? No, in fact, practically the same. 17 attempts. Okay, I have to say that there is a slight difference. It's not that noticeable, believe me, it's almost innocuous, but there is a slight difference. In this case, I would dare say that I have noticed the difference, especially in the wave. I think that's where I have noticed it the most. Let's go to a slightly more specific level, okay? Buff this. You don't know it. It's a level where practically everything is straight flying, okay? Everything is with the ship, okay? So let's start with the device seal and see how far we can get. Wow. Okay, fine.
في 2020 كان عندنا 179 تعيين، خدينا 179 طبيب اختصاصي وصيفطنا.
Me twice. First we're going to talk about both. I think for this final point we're going to talk about different points. I think I'm going to cover 5 important points to compare these two keyboards. Precision, and by precision I mean timing. Consistency, and by consistency I mean, for example, how easy or how difficult it is to control the ship or how controlled, how straight you can keep the wave when doing hydrophilic. Comfort, sound, and last but not least, price. Regarding the first point of consistency, I have to say that, in my opinion, both are equally consistent. That is to say, for what are timings, both keyboards are exactly the same. The truth is that I, at least, do not notice the difference in the slightest, and I think I should notice the difference easily, since I am, well, I don't want to brag either, but I think I have enough experience to notice these points and, in this case, I can tell you that I do not notice anything at all. Regarding the second point of consistency, I have to say that here I think the 8000 Hz keyboard does gain a little bit with the CO device. You saw that with the Gitter click, the wave went up and down quite a bit. For example, to control the ship is a little heavier on the wave, or rather, on the stamp device, sorry. On the other hand, on this keyboard, I can press crazy and the web stays pretty straight and the ship feels lighter compared to the SEO device, or rather. In general, all the vehicles feel slightly lighter, which may save you a few clicks and you don't have to press as hard or keep